So my favorite piece of functionality that I personally developed will be the report designer, and where you can now take any report that we have and add your own custom layout, and you have your own graphical interface where you can pull in every single field that's relevant to that to that particular screen and make your own report. So we get a lot of requests from clients that say, hey, we have this report, but we just need this one field added here, or this one field added there. And we can't do that for every single client until we gave them the report designer. Now they can have their own layout, and they can have their own different versions of different layouts. And the coolest thing about that is you can build this report, and then you actually get to print it out and take it with you. So you actually get something tangible out of Jovix, which is one of my favorite things.
I worked on recently this thing called the snapshot provider, local snapshot provider. So on our tablet software, we use offline data. So the users will initialize to the server to get all of that data, and then they go out into the field without internet and are still able to run transactions without being connected to the internet. And then they go back to the internet and sync those with the server. Well, that first part, the initialization, takes a long time. There's a lot of data. So we devised a strategy to move the data from, for example, a server in Australia to locally on site. So when they do that initialization piece, it's much, much faster, much more reliable. And it's definitely made the clients very happy.
I think one of the things that I'm proudest of from a functionality standpoint would be the dashboards that we have, the material management dashboard in Jovix. And that came about because we were hearing from our users in the field that they were saying there was a lot of data in Jovix, but what they needed was actionable information, things that they could quickly grasp and would inform what actions need to be taken. So the materials management dashboard came about as a way to address that. So we have several individual widgets that we call them widgets. They're small components that display different sets of information, and people in different roles can look at those and see exactly what the status is of their project. For some of them, for example, we have a heavy haul widget that shows which large deliveries they should be able to expect over the next period of time. This allows them to work with their traffic and logistics people to make the arrangements for all of those shipments. There are others that show whether your inspections are being performed on time. We have several of these widgets that provide quick glimpses into the vast amount of data that we have in the system.
Yeah, so I think that our software allows all the parts of construction from workface planning and those kind of things, also from engineering when they're doing the drawings and all that, to kind of collaborate even if it's time shifted. So engineering may do this drawing and that could be 6 months ago. Well, the guy trying to build the thing has to look at that drawing. So they could go to paper, they could go to all that, or they can just pull up Jovix and see the drawing, see where the materials go, see how they fit together, and do that without actually going to the trailer, going to get the paper, going to get the physical drawing. They can just pull it up on an HTML5, they can pull it up on their tablet, see it real time, look at it, look at the actual piece of material on the ground, and figure out what they need next and how all that works. So I enjoy working on that part of the solution just because it really ties everything together. Because construction was kind of a segmented, siloed market where guys on the field, to get to the drawing, they had to go ask somebody, they had to go talk to people, they had to go to some other location to get this drawing just to look at one piece, to go all the way back and start doing their work. Where here, it's a much faster collaborative process, and it really ties those disparate entities, those pieces together that may be segmented by time or some location barrier, and they can pull up a tablet, and even if they're in Korea or in Canada, they can just click, see it, and get their work done faster, easier.
Seeing Jovix built from the small application that it was when I came to what it is today, and knowing the engineering, the mindset that went into it, and knowing that the quality of what went into it came from engineers who were passionate about what they did, and seeing that in the field, it gives me a lot of confidence that for the future of the product.